most accurate forecast in Central Texas. This is Fox 44 Weather with Zavian Colón.
Good evening, happy Monday. Here we have a live look inside our Syntex roof system sky tracker. We're out here in Colón. We have the temperatures of today. We got up to around the 50s. Right now we're sitting around the mid 40s, around the low 40s as well. We're sitting at 43 degrees. We do have that northerly wind at about 11 miles per hour, so we've calmed down from the 15 and 20 miles per hour we had later this afternoon. We had the dew point at 31 degrees, making the humidity 63%. We do have those cloudy skies outside. We do have some partly cloudy skies outside. So let's go to our freeze warning right now. We still want to emphasize that this is available from 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Tuesday. That freeze warning for these northerly counties up here. So make sure you bring in those sensible plants and those pets as well. We want to make sure those temperatures might be getting down to 28 degrees for the freeze warning, but for the freeze watch, it's going to be till late Tuesday till Wednesday morning for our area, for Waco, Temple, and Colón. As you can see, this light blue area right over here, we're going to get temperatures into the 30s, so we're getting around that very freezing part, around those cold temperatures. So yet again, bring in those sensitive plants, bring in those kids, and bring in those pets as well, because they might have fur, but if you're cold, they're also cold as well. So heading to our temperatures right now, Waco's having some difficulty with their temperatures, but we were sitting around 45, around 50 degrees for this area. We have 44 in Temple and 43 in Colón. So we're again a little below temperatures as we are right now for this time of the year. Then as we go to our wind speeds right now, we've calmed down from before. We've hit at around the 5 to 10 miles per hour right now for this time period. We've had the temperatures wind speeds from around the 15 to 20 miles per hour throughout the day. As you can see, we get that northerly wind, and that's bringing those cooler temperatures, making it feel very chilly outside, having those warnings that were issued today. So going to our satellite and radar, we can see that this high is coming through. It's sitting around San Angelo, and that's going to come in, and that's going to create those cooler temperatures that's going to be coming through later into these following days. We still see these showers that came through around the Houston area. They've gotten past the College Station and gone more eastward towards the other areas. So right now, we're seeing about partly cloudy for most areas. Had some cloud cover for our region, but yet again, nothing to be really worried about. So going to our futurecast right now, we're starting at Tuesday at midnight. We see this high over here. We really keep in mind for that because that's going to cause, it's going to take those cloud cover out. It's going to create for perfect conditions for the radiational cooling. Then as we get into the morning and the afternoon hours of Tuesday, we can see this cold front come through. That's going to come through pretty quickly. And yet again, that's going to be that time when those frost warnings or for our freeze watches are going to be issued for the area. Then as we go into the Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning, we can see those temperatures drop. Look at that, around 30 degrees for sometimes in some spots, around freezing area for this time period as of right now. Going into Wednesday evening and Wednesday afternoon, we can see the temperatures sitting around the mid 50s, so we're very cold for this time period, yet again below the average. So for tonight, going 34 degrees, partly cloudy. And tonight, you know what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Halloween. We're going to have our Scarecast Sunday evening, going out, getting some trick-or-treating. We're going to be pretty cool outside. It's going to be mostly clear. It started at 5 p.m. We get 54 degrees. Then as you get to around 7, we get 50 degrees. So it's going to be very chilly outside. And look at 9 and 8 degrees. We have the temperatures around 48 degrees and 46. So we're going to be very cold. Again, bundle up, bone chilling. Make sure you wear double socks and a t-shirt, an extra hoodie maybe underneath your costume because it's going to be a cold one. Make sure you be prepared. So here's your long-range 10-day Daniel Scark forecast. Look, we have Halloween. We have 57 degrees, so it's going to be a cold one for that night. Look at that, 30 and 32 degrees. So it's going to be a chilly night. It's going to be very cold for these next couple of days. As you get to the later part of the week, we can see the temperatures warming up slightly. Then as you get into this weekend, we can see the temperatures get around the mid-70s. Then as you get into the later part of the week, we have the temperatures getting up to around the upper 70s and lower 80s. Then if you're going out to the Bryan and College Station, we have a similar trend here. Again, starting off with the mid-50s. Then as you get into the later part of the week, so we have the temperatures getting up to the mid-70s. Then as you get to the weekend, 70s, and then possible lower 80s and upper 80s the next following weeks. Overnight lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s.